Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Clemson's offense will get the first crack at it here. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Reels it in down the left side. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he got loose, it was all over. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So Louisville's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the boot, looking for his man. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Looking downfield, it's right. He's not afraid to go deep. Complete downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Snagged on the outside, it's Hughes. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. His 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. So He got into the house from the 6 to finish it. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. The give to the back. Hard running there. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play.
And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Haynes.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Give to the running back. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
No, Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Looking for a man. It's right. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Going up top on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the ground with the back.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Dropping back, it's right. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Louisville. What a grab and go for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Wants to throw on second down. He makes the catch. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, but they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff.
Cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's right. Going deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and you're like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville.
The Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hughes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's right. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain. The Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if
Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Clemson will send the punt team out. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the returner goes down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. It's good. We are all tied up here in the 4th.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal and tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt to return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42. Clemson jumps to the line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're trying to get to it. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Splits the uprights. It's good. And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Back to throw, it's right. He's going up top here late in the game. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Louisville! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one match.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got to feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dixon. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. He's looking to throw it. He's got it down the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. They keep attacking through the air. Gets it out quickly. Bound enough to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Haynes. They get him down after he makes the catch. Clemson is quick to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, they'll take to the air. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, obviously, here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. You're expecting them to throw it here on third.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they need.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Get a fan to look at one game, so I'm not